chosen ones, empaths, and all the genuine souls out there. This is just a warning. I think it's very important. You may have already been through the situation with a narcissist involved in your life, right? And I just want to warn you that if you may have had, if it was a romantic relationship, you may have had a divorce, etc. But what I would say is it's important to keep your finances separate. I think until you really to have a connection with someone and where you share everything and stuff like that, it really takes a special type of person and a special type of relationship when you can have that trust and openness to share everything and have your accounts together and things like that, right? And that's why I would advise you to just be careful about who you have combined bank accounts with or credit cards with or whatever in the future, because I've heard many stories that where narcissists have exploited the survivor of narcissistic abuse financially through different ways, or have taken money or have done things. And what I'm saying is you've worked hard to get where you're at, and I just don't feel like you should lay it all on the table for someone where they can try and exploit you. You see, it's not only just romantic relationships and accounts, like even, you see, being very generous, how can I put this? You see, with narcissists, right? Like, I remember I've had friends in the past that would, like, if we were out or whatever, then I'd get them something or whatever. This was my younger years or whatever. I'd get them something, or I'd hook them up, whatever. But it wasn't like I was expecting anything in return either. Like, it was just, I wanted them to go to a certain place, or I wanted us to do something together, so I'd do that. But really, when I look back, a lot of them were like opportunists, where they were using me to. And I'm not saying they were narcissists. Maybe they were toxic. I don't know, right? Like, because when they were a bit off. But I'm just saying, when you put this in the same situation with narcissists involved in your life, and where you're gonna have shared accounts and shared credit cards and shared things like this, the narcissist can really use this against you. And what I would suggest is, because there's someone who I've done a session with, and they divorced, them and the narcissist divorced, but by them having separate finances, it was actually one of the most cleanest divorces that is possible. And that's what I encourage for you, you see. But I don't know how it works in your country or wherever you're listening from. But it's just because I've heard from many other people that have had finances involved with narcissists, and the narcissist ends up exploiting them, ends up manipulating the situation, stuff like that. So what I would just say is, if you've worked hard to build up what you've worked hard for, don't openly declare this to new people you meet, especially new people you meet. This is the awareness I want to come with now. I want to prepare all of you for people you meet in the future, right? And I just want you to have the right boundaries in place for when the time comes that you maybe do let someone in your life. Because I understand many of you are like, Zion, like, I'm not letting no one in my life now, but you may let someone in your life in the future, and I just want you to have the right boundaries in place. And I'm not saying you could never have shared accounts or shared finances or things like that, but just understand that there's a process that you have to go through before you have that level of trust to let someone in to everything that you built up, because you've already become established in whatever it is you're doing. So if you meet someone later in life, Like, why should they have the right to your finances, or shared accounts or things like this? It's just, I've heard it all go wrong so many times. Now, some of you out there might actually have relationships now where you have shared finances and you share everything between you, and you've got shared credit cards and things like this. Joint account, that's the word. I should have said this earlier. Joint accounts and things like that. Maybe you've actually got decent relationships where that's working for you now, and I'm totally wrong. And if I am, put it in the comment section, and that's wonderful for you. It's just because I've heard of so many people having real difficult times through divorce and things like that, and breakups. It's just, I've heard so many people have difficult times through divorce and through breakups that I think it's just a word of warning for who you when you let new people in your life in the future. Okay, so think about what I've said. It's about empowering yourself, and that's what I want you to understand from this experience you've gone through. It's important to empower yourself and become established in your own field of whatever that is. Become established in your own right, and that's something that really helps with healing, is becoming established in something, doing something, and it's going to be something that you wouldn't expect to be doing. I just don't want someone to come along and take everything that you built up away from you, right? It's not you being stingy or miserly or anything like that. It's just you being cautious that you're not gonna have joint things going on with narcissists, or potential narcissists, right? Obviously, if you get further down the line with someone you're trusting, obviously in genuine relationships you need that level of trust where some of you can sort the bills out, and you work together and you build together and things like that. Obviously that's what part of a relationship is about, right? But I'm just saying, with the current state of affairs, with all of these narcissists out there and toxic individuals, it's just, you can't be doing that willy-nilly, like just openly doing that with anyone and anyone, you see. Like, so just, I would also say, keep records of what you've done. You see when you've helped narcissists out, like you didn't know they're narcissists, but you've helped people out. You might not have shared accounts, but you've helped them out, or you've supported them in some kind of way. Especially with online banking now, it's a lot easier because you can pull up your history. But if you help them out, or you make contributions towards them, or you, like, say you were supporting them or whatever, like, I would just say keep record of that, like that you've actually been doing that already, you see. For just if anything arises where you may need that information, you may never need that information, but it's good to keep record of it. It's not you being stingy, it's not you being miserly, it's not you like penny watching and all of that. It's just these narcissists actually exploit many selfless, caring individuals, and it makes me sick, like people that have been financially exploited by narcissists and things like that, and they've lost everything to them, and it's sad. It's sad that actually happens. And it was just that session I had with someone who managed to keep finances separate with the narcissist involved in their life, and it was a lot cleaner divorce and a lot cleaner separation, you see. So that's what you want if you're with a narcissist. You don't want to be tied up with financial problems and things like that between yourselves, as well as going through the whole narcissistic abuse and everything like that. So it's just something I encourage. Keep your accounts separate. Keep what you've built up to yourself, right? And whatever they've got, let them have that, but don't let people in too quickly into your world, right? So anyway, Thanks for listening today. I really appreciate your support. Feel free to book a session, donate, or check out the spiritual channel if you'd like to. I also now have a podcast on Spotify. All links are in the description box below. If you'd like to access over 100 exclusive videos, daily uploads and custom-made video requests, join my membership program at ZionMembership.com. There's a 3-day free trial and can be cancelled at any time. All content is made by me with no ties to any organisation or university. Your support truly keeps this going. I'll be back with another video soon. Peace.